Imagine dropping like nearly $17,000 on a metal box just to, shave a fraction of a millisecond off a video feed.
Yeah, which sounds crazy until you realize that in a high-stakes live broadcast, that millisecond is everything.
Exactly. It's the difference between the crack of a baseball bat perfectly syncing with the picture or the whole illusion just falling apart for millions of viewers.
Right, the human brain is incredibly sensitive to that stuff.
So today we are welcoming you to a brand new deep dive into the specs of the Kramer 7272HD-3G. It's this 72 by 72 HD-SDI router, and we want to figure out why AV pros consider this thing the invisible backbone of their infrastructure.
And, we should clarify right away, this is not your basic IT network switch. We are looking at a 7-pound 4U matrix that takes 72 separate 3G SDI video inputs and routes them to 72 outputs simultaneously.
Which is just a staggering volume of data. I mean, we're talking 3 gigabits per second per channel, right?
Yeah, exactly. 3 gigs per second on every single one of those lines.
Okay, let's unpack this for a second. Imagine the ultimate traffic controller for like a massive high-speed highway system. But instead of cars, it's directing high-definition video.
That's a good way to look at it.
But the latency on this thing is listed as less than 1 frame. To a normal person, isn't that basically instantaneous? Why is a tiny millisecond difference worth nearly 17 grand?
Well, going back to your traffic controller analogy, if a car switches lanes a millisecond late, it just arrives slightly late, no big deal.
Right.
But if a video feed in a multi-camera shoot switches late, the synchronization between your raw camera feeds, the audio board, the lower third graphics, it all instantly breaks.
Ah, so it's about keeping all the plates spinning in perfect harmony.
Exactly. But pushing that much data perfectly introduces a massive physical problem, which is that the signal physically breaks down over distance.
Oh, right. Because digital data traveling over physical copper cables, those crisp ones and zeros start to blur, don't they?
Yeah, electrical interference and resistance basically round off those sharp digital edges. So eventually the data just looks like a messy rolling wave.
And if that degraded wave hits the production switcher?
You get visual artifacts or, worse, complete signal dropouts.
Wow. Okay, so looking at the Kramer spec sheet, they really emphasize their, let me read this, advanced equalization and reclocking technology.
Yes, that is their secret weapon right there.
So I get standard equalization, like amplifying a signal, but reclocking sounds like it's actively messing with the timing. What is it actually doing?
Well, it's a crucial distinction because if you just amplify a messy wave, you just get a louder messy wave.
Right, makes sense.
So reclocking actually reads that degraded signal, extracts the core timing info, and generates a brand new, perfectly timed square wave from scratch. It physically rebuilds the digital signal.
Here's where it gets really interesting to me. So it's not just a relay runner handing a battered baton to the next guy. It's like the router takes the baton, scans it, 3D prints a flawless replica on the spot, and then, fires it out of a cannon to the next checkpoint.
Mechanically, yeah, that is essentially what's happening. And because it generates a fresh signal, this router can push a 3G signal up to 155 meters.
Wait, really? That's like over a football field and a half away.
Over 1.5 football fields of distance with 0 pixel loss.
That's wild. But, with all this talk of automated zero latency perfection in this cold metal box, I noticed something really funny in the customer reviews on HDTVSupply's source page.
Oh, yeah. What did you find?
So a buyer named Michael wrote this all-caps review praising a customer service rep named Rachel. Apparently, she specifically caught a human error, like a typo, with how he ordered his custom setup and fixed it before it shipped.
Oh, that is amazing. You have hardware engineered to eliminate every microsecond of digital error, but the entire project still relies on a human catching a typo.
Right. It's the ultimate irony. We're paying $17,000 for absolute technological perfection, which only amplifies how much we rely on human precision during the actual setup. If Rachel doesn't catch that typo on the order form, the flawless router is basically a very expensive doorstop.
It really is a great reminder. Elite audiovisual infrastructure requires an entire ecosystem of human support to actually deploy correctly.
Absolutely. So next time you are watching a flawless live broadcast, seamless cutting between 50 different angles, you'll know there's a hardworking 7-pound Kramer router and probably a dedicated customer service rep making it all possible.
For sure. But, think about the trajectory we're on right now.
Oh boy, here we go.
Well, if this $16,865 box is what it takes to route standard 3G video today with zero lag, imagine the sheer infrastructure required when interactive, real-time holographic broadcasts become the norm.
Oh wow. Yeah, the data rates for uncompressed 3D volumetric video would be just astronomical. The router of our 3D future might need to be, like, liquid cooled just to keep from melting through the rack.
Oh, without a doubt.
Well, that is definitely something for you to mull over until our next deep dive. Thanks for hanging out with us, and we'll catch you next time.